Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have Money in the Bank 2024 predictions. Obviously, Money in the Bank is one of the most exciting pay-per-views that WWE hosts every single year, and this year is no different. A lot of potentials, new people who will be bumped up to the main, like the top guys and top girls. So yeah, how are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, Money in the Bank is always, a good time because someone gets an opportunity to cash in the briefcase at any time, obviously. So a lot of times it'll happen the same night. Sometimes, like we had this year, someone waited all the way until Mania. Damian Priest or Io Sky, she cashed in after a month or two. So it can kind of happen at any time. So it's always pretty exciting when someone does get the briefcase, especially with the kind of pool of people we have this year that obviously we'll go over. Right now, I guess, starting off with our first match is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and that's Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. Really cool, like I said, pool of players here. Jey Uso, big runner-up, obviously. Everyone loves Jey Uso. Carmelo Hayes, there's an up-and-comer, someone who hasn't done a whole lot yet, but looks like WWE wants to do a big push. They're kind of getting him used to things. Andrade, someone who's been through pretty much everything. Same with Chad Gable. LA Knight's kind of getting his, second big push now. And then obviously Drew McIntyre with everything that he's been through. So great pool of players. Anyone who does win, I'd be happy with almost any of them.
Yeah, this Money in the Bank for both men's and women's, I'm really excited to see who walks out because this is very unpredictable in my opinion. I think when we had our first few announcement of who will be in it, I got a little bit because it felt kind of obvious who was going to win, but now it's kind of evened out. But for my prediction for the men's Money in the Bank, I do think I am going to pick. I'm going to pick Andrade. Now this might be a little bit of a rogue pick, because people like Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre, who are two top stars in the company right now. Jey, who doesn't really do much, and this is kind of the thing that he's been building towards, is winning the Money in the Bank. And Drew McIntyre's been feud with CM Punk, obviously. We know where that's going. But I think Andrade can sneak out a win here and maybe finally get pushed up to that top tier where he kind of deserves to be.
Yeah, I think my pick is going to be Carmelo Hayes. Just because, like I kind of mentioned a minute ago, he's just this up-and-comer who they're trying to run through everything to help build him up and get everybody familiar with him. And this would be a great way to kind of showcase him every week, holding the briefcase, Mellow in the Bank, whatever he would want to call it. But it'd be a great opportunity to kind of build him up and maybe have him hold it for a while so you can kind of broadcast him on TV every week with little teases and whatnot. But I think it'd be great for Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, and another reason why this is so predictable is last year, Damian Priest was not, and I don't think anybody's opinion, was a top favorite to win the briefcase, and he was kind of just won it out of nowhere. So I think that's one thing about Triple H. He's not scared to put something on maybe somebody that's not fully up there, but he has his confidence in him. But yeah, after that, we have the Intercontinental Champion on the line, where Sami Zayn will be taking on Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Champion. Who do you have winning this one?
This one I will go with Braun Breaker. He's been pretty much unbeatable, seeming like this kind of just big monster of a man who no one can stop. Tag teams included, just anyone who kind of gets in his way, he's kind of ran over. And I do think this will obviously be a really good fight with Sami Zayn. The promo they had this past Monday that just passed, really good, where Braun Breaker hits him with the spear twice. Just really cool promo and segment there. Got me kind of hyped for that match. So I will go with Braun Breaker becoming the new Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, this is another tough one to predict because I could see this being the end of Sami Zayn's reign and then just going full in on Braun Breaker because he is a future of the star of this company. But I am going to go Sami Zayn to win this one. I just think they're not going to put it on just yet. They just want to wait maybe until SummerSlam, give them an even bigger match. Maybe they had something with stipulation in there. But I think something will happen where Braun Breaker will cause a DQ and just kind of forfeit the match basically and say, I want to do it again, but at SummerSlam on in front of a bigger stage, just so, like you said, make him a bigger star at SummerSlam. Yeah. But yeah, after that we have the World Heavyweight Champion on the line, where we have Damian Priest taking on Seth Rollins. Now, if Priest were to win this match, Seth Rollins can never challenge for the belt while Priest is champion. But if Rollins wins, Priest is no longer in Judgment Day. So, pretty high stakes on this match.
Yeah, obviously they're having a big split right now between Judgment Day and Finn. It kind of peaked this Monday as well, with Finn Balor coming out to confront Seth Rollins, and then in doing that, he kind of talks about Damian Priest, saying how he's changed since having the title and whatnot. So there's already kind of a split coming, so I could see Seth Rollins winning just to kind of cement that and say, okay, Damian Priest is gone from Judgment Day, and that's kind of the direction you go with him, is him and Finn. But, however, I do not think that's going to happen, and I do think Damian Priest will retain. I don't know exactly how that'll be, because I don't think it'll be clean. But yeah, I do think he'll retain in some way, somehow.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think Damian Priest will walk out as champion. Obviously, whoever wins this match will be taking on Gunther at SummerSlam. And for me, I think if Seth were to win this match, then that means Gunther just doesn't win at SummerSlam. And I think if Priest wins, probably will see Gunther win. But this is also really good, I think, if Seth Rollins does take this loss here, because we need a big name in the mid-card division again, and Seth Rollins is perfect for that. He's pretty much always been, for the past year and a half, he's always been the World Heavyweight title picture, obviously, because he held the champion. But it would be nice to see him back in mid-cards.
Yeah, and even Damian Priest, after he obviously loses the title to potentially Gunther at SummerSlam, they kind of built him up as a big name, so I could even see him being like a contender to face Braun Breaker or Sami Zayn, whoever it is, for the Intercontinental Champion at some point.
Yeah. But next up, we have the Women's Money in the Bank on the line, where Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Zoe Stark will all be fighting for the briefcase. And who do you think will come out on top?
This one, I'm kind of torn between two. At first, when Chelsea Green won, I was kind of pretty solid on her that she was going to be the one to kind of take it home. But now that Tiffany won, I do think that Tiffany could come out on top and win it all. I could just kind of see the pink briefcase on her, and that just being a thing that she holds on to for quite a while. Basically the same thing I said with Carmelo. You want to kind of run her through everything and have her on TV every week, and her having the Money in the Bank briefcase is the best way to do that without kind of overdoing it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Tiffany Stratton, for me, is the pick to win here. Like you said, I think there's a lot of marketing you can do with her, like you said, with the pink briefcase. But also, I feel like she's similar to Braun Breaker, where they see a lot of potential in her down the line. I think she's somebody who can be that Charlotte in the wrestling, in the women's division for a few years. And yeah, I don't see Io going back-to-back, because we haven't seen a women's back-to-back briefcase winner yet. Chelsea Green, although I'd like to see her win, I just wouldn't want her to lose her match, because that's what I would presume would have happened. Lyra, similar to Tiffany, I think there's a chance there, because they've both been getting pushed pretty well. Lyra, as of late, has been pushed even more. And Naomi and Zoe, I don't really see a lot of potential in. If I'm being completely honest, she's kind of the oddball out here. But, and Naomi as well, I think there's potential there, but I think Tiffany is the woman to take down the briefcase.
Yeah.
And in our main event, we have Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens taking on any three members of the Bloodline. Now, obviously, we don't really know who it is, but we can kind of assume who would you put up for the Bloodline.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be Solo, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu, I would assume. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be a pretty exciting match. Obviously, in a 6-man tag match, I believe there'll be no disqualification. And a multi-man match as well. So, yeah, I guess we'll kind of see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm also assuming that it's going to be Jacob Fatu, Tama, and Solo. Yeah, this should be a really fun match at Backlash between Owens and Randy versus Solo and Tama Tonga was really good. I think this would be kind of no different. Not just adding Jacob and Cody Rhodes. I think that'll be very fun. I do think the Bloodline gets the win here. I think this just is going to help towards the eventual Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes world title match at SummerSlam. Even though I'm not looking too forward to that, I kind of just understand that probably is the direction they want to go right now. But yeah, I think Bloodline gets the job done, and it should be a really fun match.
Yeah, I do think the same as well. I do think Bloodline will win. Just kind of makes the most sense as of right now. There's no title on the line for this match or anything, so there's no real big losses for anyone here. And yeah, Jacob Fatu, I assume this is going to be a big kind of stepping stone for him to have his obviously first match and kind of showcase what he can do or what he's capable of. And yeah, this will be a great match.
Yeah, but that will do it for Money in the Bank predictions. What is the match you're most excited for?
I'm going to say the women's Money in the Bank match. Kind of like we said earlier, there's a lot of potential with people there. I could see Lyra win, even Naomi, see her win just because Bayley has the title. That'd be a cool little feud to do on SmackDown. But yeah.
Yeah, I think match. I mean, I'll see both Money in the Banks, but I think the Sami Zayn Braun Breaker match could be a real show stealer on the night. But yeah, that would do it for Money in the Bank predictions. Let us know your predictions down below in the comments. We will have NXT Heatwave predictions going up. I don't know if it will be before or after this, but that will also be on the channel during the same time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys in the next video.